Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk today about how I think Jeremy Corbyn's wrong. And he said that the UK has not fought a just war since 1945. I had a previous video that I deleted he said the UK hadn't fought a war since 1945, and that was my error, my mistake. But I'm admitting it, and I caught myself. So I'm doing a new video, but I still take issue with what Jeremy Corbyn said because I visited the graves of the 885 UK soldiers that died in the Korean War. They're interned at the UN Memorial Cemetery in Busan. And I can tell you, from living in South Korea for 2 years, in South Korea, you could say usually what you wanted to politically. You could go to what store you wanted to go to. You could drive where you wanted to. You could take a vacation where you wanted to. You don't have that luxury in North Korea. In North Korea, you have to have a pass to go outside your designated zone. The government assigns you to an area, and you have to have a pass to leave your assigned area. Also, in North Korea, freedom of the press was banned in 1946. In South Korea, you have the Chosun Ilbo, which is a conservative newspaper, and then you have the Hankyoreh, which is a left-leaning newspaper, and you can purchase or subscribe to whichever one you choose to. You don't have that in North Korea. And the British people, along with the Americans, the Ethiopians, the Swedes, the Norwegians, Colombians, Australians from several countries, they made that possible. They made the freedom in South Korea possible. The reason that I say that is because some British veterans have returned to South Korea since recently. And one time, this British veteran, his belt buckle broke, so he needed a new belt buckle. So he goes to the store, and the store clerk asked him, "Are you a veteran of the Korean War?" He said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Don't bother paying for the belt. It's on the store. We got it covered." And the British veteran broke down in tears. The vast majority of the British soldiers that you interview, or that people interview today, say they do not regret their intervention in Korea because they come back to Korea and they see South Korea very well developed, whereas North Korea is one of the poorest nations on earth. So I think Jeremy Corbyn is wrong in that situation. I also talk about, go to the Falklands War. Well, 99% of the Falklands population wants to remain British. So what the British were doing in that situation, they were not being imperialistic, they were being democratic, because the vast majority of the people of the Falklands don't want the Falklands to belong to Argentina. If Argentina got the Falklands back, that's a violation of democracy. And it doesn't do the Argentinians any favor, because a lot of Argentinian government officials will bring up the Falklands and mention the Falklands and ignore current economic issues and current corruption issues. It just doesn't compute. And then go back to the 1991 Persian Gulf War. Iraq, in that situation, Iraq invaded Kuwait. They invaded another sovereign country. And some of their Iraqi soldiers urinated on the Kuwaiti flag. They held Kuwaiti parliament hostage. It was just disgusting with what was going on. There were executions in the streets, and so Jeremy Corbyn doesn't look at those facts. So he's horribly wrong on this. I firmly believe his right to say it, but it's my right to counter argue that. So anyways, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless everybody. Bye bye.